Hey guys, welcome back. Today is double upload day, so this is the second episode of today. So if you've missed the first one, I highly recommend you go back because some interesting shit went down in the last episode, and this one won't make sense if you haven't watched it. So it'll be on my channel. I'll also put an annotation up on the top left. But as the episode ended, we made an offer to Manchester City, a counter offer of 32 million for Oxlade-Chamberlain, and they actually rejected that. They don't think he's worth it, and that's great for me because I want to keep hold of Oxlade. I don't want him to go. But we have that cup game against Southampton now, and the ball has disappeared. Yep, that is right. The patch has done fuck all, guys. I'm still suffering with the invisible ball glitch. Actually, in fairness, it's the first time it's happened to me in career mode. It always happens to me on match day or in the seasons mode. So they need to fix this because it's like buying the Olympics game where you can't fucking run in the sprinting event or whatever. You know, it's just stupid. How can you play without football? And when you've got no football, what are you meant to do? You can't see where the team has it. You know, it's very, very difficult. So it was just basically a game of me dribbling around, just trying to make it to the 6-yard box and just getting a shot off. You know. And let me just say this, it was freaking difficult. And luckily, this happened in the 83rd minute. Oxlade, out of all players, gets it outside the 6-yard box, towards the edge of the box, and he just smashes it with his left foot. And I tell you what, that is probably the biggest relief I've had in Season 2. I think the biggest relief so far in this series has to be obviously the Champions Cup final against Real Madrid when Fellaini scored that 90th minute goal. Oh my God. But that was a real relief because I'd been struggling so much this match without the ball. And that was the only goal of the game. They actually played much better than me, but I'm not going to blame myself. You know, it's difficult without a freaking ball. So come on, EA. I know no one's watching it, but fuck's sake, they need to sort it out. It's ridiculous. But we did actually sell Lewandowski in the last episode. Bayern Munich said they'd match my 25 million counter offer, and we have lost Lewandowski. Finally, we've got rid of him. I didn't like him one bit. Towards the start, I thought he was going to be a good player when he gets his potential up a bit higher. But he turned out to be pretty shit. And this is my replacement, Seydou Doumbia. I know lots of people wanted me to get Falcao, but he was just a little bit too expensive, I think. And Muriel, lots of other people have got him in their career mode episodes, including Calfreezy. So I wanted to be a little bit different. And Doumbia was a great replacement for Lewandowski. A bit more pace, you know. Frimpong finally got his loan deal sorted. He's going out to Inter. We also make an offer for Asamoah. Now, he was a value... Well, they wanted 17 million, basically. When I inquired about him, they said they wouldn't let him go for anything less than 17 million. So I decided to offer 12.5 plus Mikel Arteta, which... Well, actually, I bumped it up to 13.5, sorry. And that was, I'd say, roughly what they should have been accepting. So it's down to whether they want the player or not. Decided to sim this match against Birmingham away. I just could not be bothered to play this game. I wanted to get these players in. And I knew I'd win. That is a 3-0 victory there. Witsel, Isla and Kerzhkov getting the goals. Shamak actually came on as well. I would have never done that. But anyway, we have set a 17 million... well, actually, this is bollocks. You know, in the first episode I inquired and they said they'd accept 11. But they didn't want Arteta and they said they'd want 17 million. So I went back and said, all right, I'll give you 16.5, you know. Being the negotiator I am. And you'll see what happens there. And I also get an offer from Dundee for Philip Roberts, who I'm never ever going to use, with a rubbish potential of 65-ish. And he is gone. We've sold him. And Asamoah, it's just not going to work out with him either. They are not interested in the player at all. And am I getting mixed up with Doumbia there? Yeah, I am. Asamoah was the one with the player plus cash deal. So they didn't want Arteta because obviously he's retiring soon, he's getting old. And I decided to offer Sanya, who's worth a little bit more than Arteta, so we put the transfer sum down to 12.5, and we'll just see how that goes. And again, they reject the 16.5 million for Doumbia. I couldn't believe that, 60 out of just 500,000, and they say no. So I decided to just break the bank, you know, go for 17 million. You know, I sold Lewandowski for 25, so I'm making a nice profit. And in my opinion, getting a much better player. You're going to see throughout the episodes how good he really is, because I do actually get the deal done, even though I've kind of just given that away now. But anyway, Asamoah, they want the 15.8 million plus Sanya, which is, I think that's a little bit unfair, because Sanya is still worth a good 5 million in my career mode. But I decided to offer them 14.5, so a little bit less than they're asking for, and you'll see how that goes down. We also get an offer for Manoni. I decided to counter-offer because he is my reserve keeper. I might use him at some point. I've used him before. They offer 725,000. I've offered 1 million, so hopefully they'll take that because I think that's a fair deal. PSG also offer 14 million for Laurent Koscielny, arguably one of my best defenders in the career mode so far, and there you can see Doumbia comes back. But I did reject the offer for Koscielny, just so you know. Even though he's getting old, I didn't want to sell him just yet. He's 28 at the moment. But anyway, Doumbia does the deal gets accepted by the club, and now it's just time to submit his contract, which hopefully he'll sign. You guys know he does anyway. And Asamoah, 15.5. They wanted 15.8 again, so just that 300k. I'm not going to offer it yet. And Manoni doesn't actually go in the end. It was too much, apparently. But there you can see the contract has been accepted. Doumbia is now an Arsenal player, guys. Oh, thank God for that. The striker crisis is now finished. Hopefully Doumbia will step up to the plate, or whatever you want to call it, be as good as I think he'll be. And Asamoah also gets accepted here. We're just submitting the contract. I'll make sure that he's put down as a crucial first-team player, because he will be. Him and Fellaini in the CDM role, him on the left side, Fellaini on the right. Wow, that is going to be so good. So good. And you're going to see here, I actually kind of like adjust the squad a little bit. And you can see there, Podolski and Doumbia up front. Holy shit, what a team that is. I'm still looking for a left winger, I think, though. I might look at getting one in the next transfer window. We simmed this game against QPR. Calfreezy, you've just been destroyed by my team. There you can see Santi Cazorla, Podolski and Doumbia on his debut getting 2 goals. What a way to kick off your career at a new club, eh? Getting 2 goals. And Asamoah accepts his contract. So there you can see 2 new fantastic players. Asamoah is great because he can play anywhere. He can play as a cam, a CDM, a left midfielder. You can probably get away with using him as a left back, maybe even a right midfielder and a right back if you really needed him to, because he's got so many good stats. Absolutely fantastic. You can see my lineup is just getting stronger and stronger. I just don't know how I feel about having Cazorla on the left, so I actually decided to strengthen my defence a little bit. I wanted a rotational player, because obviously I do play the 3-5-2. I've got Richards, Koscielny and Ogbonna. But if I want to replace one of those, if one of them is injured, all I've got is Giroud, Mertesacker. You know, they're not very good. So I wanted to get a really, really decent rotational player. And I think Nastasic was perfect for that. So we actually offer Mikel Arteta and 11.5 million to Manchester City, which I think is a good deal, you know. They probably don't need the midfielder, though. So we'll see what they say when they come back. And luckily, I got accepted. So Nastasic, they actually wanted 17.5 million for. So I've got an absolute bargain deal there. I decided to be honest when offering him his contract. I just put him as a squad rotation player. I just wanted to test out the system, see what the game actually thinks about that, and you'll see how that goes as well. We get some more scout-reported players here, and I go on another rejection spree. There's just so many players that just won't cut it at my team. We get another great player here, though, a potential of 73 to 94. So I decided to go ahead and sign him up, seeing as I've got the cash at the moment. I'm also looking to get a goalkeeper at some point as well, because obviously when Chesney gets older, I haven't got really a really good backup. So maybe I can scout a goalkeeper or something. And Nastasic accepts his contract. So that is the 3rd signing of the January transfer window, guys. Wow. Doumbia, Asamoah and Nastasic. Now, I think that is an absolute fantastically successful transfer window. There you can see putting him on the bench there. And let me just tell you this right now. His potential is like, you know how he's being seen as the new Vidic. His potential just flies up. So you're going to see that in the coming episodes, how quickly he goes up. We do actually sim the second game against Southampton there, and I win 2-1. So I am through in the cup. Sorry to not put the gameplay in there. I wasn't up to playing that match because I was so excited about getting another striker, and I decided to go for Vargas. Now, people will be wondering, why did you go for a new striker? All I've got is Podolski and Doumbia. You know, I've got Shamak, Henry and Kerzhakov. They're all getting kind of old, so I really wanted to get Vargas. And unfortunately, they didn't want Shamak for 8.5 million, so I decided to switch that up as well. I actually give them Lucas Fabianski, my second best keeper in the team, plus 8.5 million to bring in Vargas, who will be my backup. My backup striker, basically. Again, I set him as a squad rotational player. And the great thing about him is he can play anywhere. Striker, centre forward, left wing, right wing. And they do actually accept that, and he accepts his contract as well. So we go ahead and accept him into the team. And that will complete my winter signings, guys. 4 players. We do get some more offers here. Ogbonna, 28.5 million for him. Very, very tempted to counter offer maybe like 40 million and just let him go. But I really like Ogbonna, and you can't put money on someone that you really, really like to play with. We get another offer for Oxlade here from Valencia. 28 million I put as the counter offer this time, thinking that maybe that'll be a little bit more realistic than the one I did for Man City at 32.5. But again, they just don't believe he's worth that much. So that is going to conclude the episode, guys. It looks like I'm keeping hold of Oxlade. I'm actually going to go ahead and submit a brand new contract for him and actually repair what I did wrong the first time. Offer him the 1 year he wants plus 70k. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll let you know how it goes, and I will see you in the next episode. Please do give it a like, it really helps me out too.